everybody, I thought it would be fun for you to meet somebody new to our team, new to the industry, that started just this year in 2022. Actually, just started about 3 weeks ago with my team, and her name is Barbara Purtee. Barbara, say hello.
Hello.
You know, one great thing about Barbara is she came from the sales industry, advertising sales, I believe, into real estate sales. So sales was not a new thing for her. But tell me about your experience so far.
Well, I love it. I started part-time in January when I was doing my post-licensing, and I started in mid-February here on the Marti Hampton Team, and it's just amazing. I just can't say enough about all the teamwork, the collaboration. Most everybody knows you're top in the market to list with, to buy with, and I'm just honored to be a part of the magic.
This gal is in the honeymoon stage. Now, let me tell you, both with our team and with real estate. So she's had some pretty interesting travels so far in real estate. Tell us, what's the most interesting thing that's happened to you when working with a buyer or working with a seller?
Well, I work with buyers from all walks, whether they're first-time home buyers or cash buyers, and I think the thing that I've had the most fun with is just traveling all over the state so far. I've learned about Bun Level and Coates, Lillington, that area, as well as, of course, the Triangle area. And I've just been blessed to have Marti on my side because she knows strategy and abilities to win. So right now in this market, people are bidding on 6 to 10 homes, and with her guidance and help, we beat that strategy and landed my second deal this weekend for an out-of-state buyer. Took him on 14 home tours, canceled it after 9 because we found a home and we won it. Marti and I and my client were both pacing the floor for about an hour on Saturday waiting for that signature. And it was just great. It's really fun.
It's fun. Now, so this was the second offer that they made, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
So they lost the first house, but they did secure that second house, and they took advice.
They did. They took my advice, but then they wanted, of course, back up from the heavy hitter. So I was pleased to know that Marti's always available and always there to help talk through and brainstorm different strategies and offers to really make a big difference for our clients.
Mm-hmm. And you've already got a listing so far, which is
pretty
interesting.
Yes.
New in the business.
Yes.
And that came from your sphere.
That did. It's a friend of mine who unfortunately is going through a divorce, but I met with him last weekend up in Youngsville and has a beautiful house in Georgetown Woods, and it's going to be available to move into in August, and it'll be listed here in the next 45 days or so.
Now, I want to tell you, 2 deals in 3 weeks in our industry is quite unusual. It makes you a great agent. I know there's going to be big things from this young lady, but she treats it like a job, which is so amazing. There's so many people who don't. So where'd you get that work ethic?
I think it's my generation. I just was always brought up to work hard, play hard, be committed, be passionate, be loyal, and it's something that, I took a big risk coming into real estate. I did night school. I worked full-time, and then I did night school from 6 to 10 for 10 weeks. Graduated in December, did my state exam on January 4th, and came home, and I was kind of shocked that I passed it all on my first try. And of course, when I came back into my neighborhood, Marti Hampton signs were all over on my neighbor who had just listed his house. And when I came to the market 15 years ago, she actually helped me buy my house. And I'm a big believer of fate and destiny, and I just felt like she's who I wanted to work for.
Well, that was so flattering, really flattering. But you're a sales pro, you've been in the sales industry. What's different about this type of sales than the sales that you were in before?
I mean, to be honest, this is the first sales job I've had that you have buyers who want to buy things that you don't have the product for. I mean, just right now in this market. So that has been a little bit of a struggle, but there's ways to really look further into the market, work with builders, work with our inside team and throughout EXP Realty with our massive amount of collaboration across the North Carolina, really, to be able to find homes and options for buyers that most people can't find. So that has really, to be honest, been the biggest struggles. Everybody wants to buy something and you don't have the product. That usually only happened 2 months out of the year in media sales. So now it's kind of like an everyday thing.
I know. Well, it's different. You know, there's an old song that says, New York, New York, if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. And I think this is the type of market that really tests an agent's mettle and really will determine whether or not they're going to be successful, because the market will change. I promise you, it will change. It just changes very slowly sometimes. And honestly, after over 30 years in real estate, this is the longest seller's market that I've ever seen in existence. But interest rates are going up. There's a little change in the air. Are you seeing people being resistant because of the interest rates? Have you seen any of that yet?
I haven't seen that as much. I know, with the interest rates going up, unfortunately, it gives buyers less of a home that they could buy. So people who are thinking about getting in the market, they really should kind of push their parameters, now instead of waiting, because it's going to be, right now you can buy a bigger house for what you can afford than waiting. That same money isn't going to get you what you can get now in this market. Mm-hmm. So that's a conversation I'm having with some of my buyers, and I did a TikTok last night about it, Marty.
Oh, good. I don't do TikTok.
We're gonna get her on. We're gonna get her on TikTok.
Well, it's interesting. There's two things that I would close it out with, and one is that we've got a great new way to help a 5% down or 10% down buyer become a cash buyer in certain instances. So if you are holding off buying because you only have 5% down or 10% down, give us a call, because we've got a way that can help you be competitive in this market. And the second thing that I would say is real estate is a great investment. Even when there's a shortage, there seems to be a shortage, there's not. It's just a great seller's market. There's still a home for you. And when you own a home, you make the first step towards financial stability and financial freedom. So buy a home.
There's 1,700 homes right now for sale in our market. And I'm a buyer's agent, and I definitely do hard work and would love to work with you in conjunction, of course, with Marty on finding your own dream home.
And she's pleasant to work with. I mean, she's somebody that you can share your heart with, and you can tell she's got a big heart. She's got a big heart for customer service. I'm so glad to have you on our team. Thank you.
Thank you.